this is a clinical diagnosis that I think goes under the radar still. And let's talk about mast cell for a bit. What does that mean to you? And help and let's talk about your experience of going through that.
Yeah. So at the end, after I was much, much better from all the other things, then I was like, so somebody, probably a doctor, was like, I think you have mast cell, but we didn't explore it too much, right? So then I read, like I bought Larry Afrin's book and read it.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like scoured the internet like one does, because, in all this, the internet was a tool that I found really helpful, even though like I'm not a doctor. And obviously, like, way more than me, and I'm so glad I found you, but you also have to be your own advocate sometimes, right?
You do.
And so I was mostly better, except for the mast cell stuff. So like my sister's girlfriend is a farmer. So 2 summers ago, she gave me all these tomatoes and I ate them. And it was amazing. But it was like, I don't know, like a gallon of tomatoes I ate or something crazy. And then I thought I was going to die. Like, I felt so bad, and I've been feeling reasonably good. And then my back hurt, and I think I was nauseous, and, my head hurt. I laid in bed for 3 days after I ate those tomatoes. I didn't go to work. It was terrible. And so right at that time, I think I was coming to you and I told you that story, and you were like, oh, mast cells, try an antihistamine diet. And so I did. And it made a huge difference. And all that summer, as part of this mast cell stuff, even on the antihistamine diet, I still would take a Benadryl, because you told me it's antihistamines. I would take a child's Benadryl in the evening and pass out, but be able to sleep, and also not have to take the hardcore rescue medicine that I had, right? And so that was a subtle change. But as I slowly, also, let me just say, I've taken quercetin for years. And I think you're exactly right that some of the detox methods I were taking were keeping my mast cells active. Because prior to this, I would take a charcoal at lunch, or, when I was on an empty stomach, and then I would get a headache 20 minutes later. Every day. And so when I started seeing you were stop all that. And oh my gosh, Joe, my headaches went away. And before this, I had a headache every day of my life from the time I was 23, and sometimes a debilitating headache, right? And then when you were stop taking those binders, it completely changed my lived existence, my life in practice. So thank you.
It's so funny, because I begged some patients to get on binders, and I just formulated a binder with Moss Nutrition. So it's not that binders are bad in all cases, and there probably was a time where that was really helpful. But I think our job as healers is to always be asking, is this what my patient needs right now, or is it not? And it was really clear. I just pull up your note, and we started working together in August of last year. And I got you right on that low histamine diet and wanted you to pull back from some of those pieces. And the nice thing was that you responded quickly. And so, from my perspective, when I give a treatment recommendation and the patient does it and they start feeling better quickly, you're on the right path. And you were one of those great cases where we kind of figured out what was needed real quick, and then you just kind of took off. I know you wrote that the pressure was released. You were taking deep breaths. It felt amazing. And I had you do some hernia work. And just taking the break from the detox supplements made you move forward.